So, welcome to all. Today's our topic is culture techniques of isolation of single colonies of bacteria. So, first, in this lecture, we are going to discuss about the introduction, means what is meant by pure culture, then what is meant by bacteria, then the what is meant by single colony, and the what are the methods of isolation of single colony of bacteria. So first, what is meant by pure culture? So pure culture is a culture, okay, or the growth of the organism which present on a nutrient medium containing the only a single species of microorganism. Remember, this is a very favorite question of the all microbiologists. What is meant by pure culture? So pure culture is a culture which consists of a nutrient medium containing the growth of single species of microorganism. Okay, and only one type of microorganism, that is called as a pure culture. So to obtain the pure culture, there are the different methods are used, okay, to isolate the bacteria. So normally, as we know, the bacteria is the normal flora. They are present in everywhere like the soil, water, air. So in that habitat, they are present as a mixed culture. Okay. And so this mixed culture is not very important in study of the microbes. So because it is not possible to determine which organism is responsible for the observed activity. So to study this activity, it is necessary to separate this mixed culture of the organism. So for that purpose, we used a pure culture. So what are the important of this pure culture? So this is required to study the concept of growth characteristic, then to study the pathogenicity, then to study the metabolism, then to study the antibiotic reactivity or the activity. So first, what is meant by bacteria? So as we know, this bacteria is a group of the microorganism, which is prokaryotic, unicellular, achlorophyllous and microscopic organism, which possess the cell wall made up of peptidoglycan, which reproduce sexually and asexually. This is the one of the short description of the bacteria. So to isolate this bacteria, there are the different methods are used, which include serial dilution, stick plate method, spread plate method, and the pour plate method. Now we discuss this method one by one. So first method is the stick plate method. So this stick plate method is done by the help of the inoculating loop. So this loop is also called as a nichrome wire loop. So this nichrome wire loop, so stick plate method. Okay, so this is a plating method which is mostly widely used method for the isolating the culture in pure form. So for stick plate method, we use the sterile appropriate agar medium, and then it's pour on a sterile petri plate. So all these activities are done in the aseptic condition. So the medium is allowed to solidify. So as we know the role of agar, agar is the solidifying agent. The sticking is done with the help of the nichrome or platinum wire loop. Remember, this inoculating loop is always made up of the nichrome or platinum wire loop. Now there are the new wire loop are developed which is made up of the plastic and which are we can use only one type, that is a use and throw type wire loop is also now present in market. So this wire loop is sterilized over a flame, and after the cooling, a small amount of the mixed culture is, just 1 minute, I will show you. So here you can see this is the petri plate, okay, which possesses the solidified nutrient agar medium. And we use this wire loop to spread the, to stick the culture. So how it is done, I will explain you. So the wire loop is sterilized over a flame, and after cooling, a small amount of the mixed culture is peak, okay, on this surface. Okay, this is circular shape, you can see that, and peak from the broad tube. The lid of the petri plate is open near the flame, and then loopful of the culture is a stick on the surface. So during the sticking, we can use a different method like the A-shape culture, then the quadrant sticking, etc. So this is the quadrant sticking, okay. So here you can see this is the first point, then this is the second point, then this is the third point, okay. So why this is done, okay. So why this is then first row, okay, parallel, then this is second, then this is third. So what is the reason behind that? So during the first stick contains the more of the culture than the second, okay. So here it get diluted, then the second contain the more than the third, and so on. So the last stick contain the very thin culture, and here you got the isolated colonies, okay. You can see this is the first stick, okay. Here very heavy growth of the microorganism you can observe. Then we use the second stick, okay. Here is some less heavy growth you can see, then here light growth you can see, and in fourth stick you can see there are the isolated colonies are obtained, okay. So this is the first method to obtain the isolated colonies by the stick plate method. So this is the stick plate method. The second method is pour plate method. So this method involves a plating of diluted sample mixed with the melted agar medium. So tubes containing the measured amount of the sterile distilled water are taken into the first tube, and the 1 ml of the mixed broth culture is, you can here you can see this is the tube, okay. This is also called as a butt. So what is a butt exactly? So butt is the large size of the test tube which consists of the sterile agar media, okay. So first what we do, we prepare the mixed broth culture, okay. In which we add the 1 ml of the this cereal diluted sample, okay. In this butt what we add the 1 ml of this cereal diluted sample. It mix properly, and this butt pour into the petri plate and subjected to the incubation for the 37 degrees Celsius under 24 hours, okay. So this is the second dilution, and this is the third dilution. So this is the exact procedure of the pour plate method. Again, I repeat what we do. We take the large size of test tube, okay, and prepare a nutrient agar and pour into this test tube and autoclave. After autoclavation, we prepare the cereal dilution, and this sample of which is cereal diluted, we take this 1 ml of sample and mix with this agar butt, okay, and this butt then after proper mixing, we pour into the petri plate and transfer this plate into the incubator for the incubation, which allows the growth of the microorganism. So after incubation, you can see here we as there is a dilution factor increases, the number of colonies also decreases, okay, and we get the one more and more isolated colonies, okay. Here you can see there's a large number of colonies because large dilution factor is high. Here you can see very less colony, and here you can see only few colonies are growing, okay. So this is the second method, and that is the pour plate method, okay. So then next is the this is another image of this pour plate method, okay. Then next is the spread plate method. So sample of the bacterial culture is spread over the agar surface using the blended glass rod like structure. So here you can see this is a blended glass rod like structure. So there are the different types of these spreaders are present in market. So here in our laboratory, we use this glass spreader. Okay. So just 1 minute. So what we do? So we sterilize this glass spreader with the help of the pure ethanol. So how it proceed. So we take this glass spreader deep into the ethanol and apply to the flame. After flame, we allow to cool, and after cooling, we prepare this cereal dilution sample. Take this 0.1 ml sample in the nutrient agar plate, okay, and then we spread this sample with this surface, okay. So after that, we subject these plates for incubation, and after incubation of the 24 hours for the 37 degrees Celsius, we got this type of the growth or isolated colonies. So these are the three methods which commonly use for the isolation of the bacteria. That is first one, the last one, that is the spread plate, then the pour plate,